Having problems with your radiator valve? Well, today I'm going to be replacing it. Welcome to Dim Tips, the channel that repairs, revives, and restores. Please don't forget to subscribe. Had a problem with my TRV. That's the temperature controlling valve on my radiator. You can see that it's quite rusty, dirty. There was quite a bit of dirt and debris stuck in there. The way that I was able to find that out was I was able to just connect this washing machine hose. It was 3¼ inches, which actually fitted onto the radiator valve itself, and I was able to see that there was no flow coming through on the right hand side, which is where the valve was. Here's all the tools that I'm going to need today. I've got my PTFE tape. I've got my thermostatic reducing valve, TRV. I think I've got that right. And I've also got the other side, which is just a normal valve to replace, and I'm going to replace both sides because, well, they come in a pack of two. It's better to just replace both. The TRV is the one that actually gets the gunk in there, but you're better off just changing the valve as well. It's also got the valve in the pack, and then it's got the elements within there. You can see that it's nice and clean, nothing stuck in there, brand new ones, so it should be great to put in. Also got the actual valve knob, I guess, to turn around and twist to get to the right temperature. So it's all within the pack itself, so we can actually get started. So the first step is I'm going to now look at removing the pipe itself, and then actually look at just getting some of the water outside. So I just untwisted everything. I made sure that I got myself a cloth because it does let off quite a bit of water. And here's the old valve itself, and now this is the new one, and you can see that it's clean, and you can see that when you're actually twisting it, it's going up and down. So you can see that there's a little rubber element in there, and it just pushes up and down depending on the temperature and the setting that you've got on the valve itself. So what I ended up doing was actually reducing the valve itself. I actually took out all of the water. You couldn't do this if it was up to pressure, but because everything was out, it was nice and easy for me to just put my thumb over the top after I unscrewed everything, and then put on the new valve and then screw it up. You can see there's quite a few splashes on the wall, so do be a bit careful. I'm lucky there wasn't any carpet underneath. It was all tiled, so it's easy just against the wall. It does leave a bit of a stain. Should have probably conducted that a little bit quicker and better. And now on this side, I've actually changed the valve as well. It's quite easy. The compression joint was fine. I didn't change the nut itself. I should really have, but it's fine. I've got the extension element that actually goes into the radiator, so I've got to kind of replace that as we speak. And this one wasn't so tough. I started moving it around, and actually it wasn't coming loose in the old rad. What I had to do was actually go inside. It's actually effectively like a hex, and it's nice and easy just to use your spanner or adjustable spanner or um, uh, whatever you've got lying around. If you've got a large hex key, even better. It was a bit rusty and a bit hard. You can see that as I'm twisting it, nothing's moving, so I really did have to use my tools to really take it off. And now you can see that it's a little bit rusty, and what I want to do is I want to get the new one on, which is a lot smaller, which you can see just on the other side. I wrapped it with PTFE tape, and yeah, I did it about 6 or 8 times. It's more than I normally do, but I really didn't want to open it up again. If there was a leak, it would have been a right pain, and it was a bit hard putting it in, but it was more than enough. I normally gauge it. Sometimes I go a little bit higher than 8 or 9, but that's still quite a lot. And I just didn't want to open it up again, so then I just used my adjustable spanner just to actually get it nice and tight and make sure that there's no leaks. I always find putting in that little bit extra just means that you don't have to open it up again, and I've been caught out quite a few times when I've not actually put enough tape on, and then I've had to open it up again, or there's been a leak, or something's ended up happening. So anyway, it's nice and easy, and it's nice and tight, and it's fairly flush. So I just then put everything together, added it to the radiator onto its brackets, made a bit of a boo-boo and dropped it on the tiles. It's not the end of the world because I do have another video in regards to fixing that, because it happens and I was doing it by myself and being a bit of a hero. But anyway, I'll show you in my next video how to fix it. I've just got to put some cleaning fluid in the system, get it all cleaned up, and you'll see that in my next video. Do check it out here. Thanks a lot for watching. Please do check out my other videos.